Hello and welcome to another action-packed first team rugby match. I'm Finnah Barnard, with me is Jerry Posthumus, and Jerry, we've had quite a good day of schools rugby here between St Andrews and Grey High School.
Yeah, thanks Finnah. It's been a very good morning so far. Seen some very entertaining games, and it's been very good and nice hosting here by Grey High School.
Oh, thank you. One of the toughest clashes in the Eastern Cape. I think it goes a long way to determining each season who the top team is in the province as well. St Andrews with bragging rights last year, an incredible performance at Lower. And Jerry, what do you expect this afternoon?
Yeah, I think we'll be in for another tight contest. I think both sides have had quite a good run so far, and it would be interesting to see how the two sides match up.
Grey with a couple of men returning from injury there. Zach Turin's first game in about 6 weeks. A few changes in the back line. Ronaldo Pedro shifts to 10 from 9. LJ Dupree with a very unfortunate injury last week, has a broken bone in his hand. And I think this Grey side's going to have a lot to do, some change combinations. Jerry, what's the St Andrews side looking like in terms of selection and consistency?
Yeah, I think the St Andrews side is looking pretty much settled at the moment. We were unchanged from last week, even though they went down to Selborne in quite a tough encounter there. So pretty much the same as what we've seen through the build-up through the season.
I think in recent form, both sides coming off victories last week. St Andrews going down to Selborne. Grey with a win against Dale, my apologies. And a bit of a break now between the kickoffs. We're about 3 minutes away. Stands are getting packed for what is usually a very tough game. My memory serves, St Andrews haven't won on Phillip Field for many years, but their form in recent years against Grey has been impressive, and should give coach Andy Royal I think a lot to be positive about. Apparently the boys were up here last night, Jerry.
Yeah, they travelled up last night to come watch the first team hockey game. Unfortunately, that was a tough encounter for the hockey boys as well. And there you can see the St Andrews College team, pretty settled front row there of the Malesu twins, with Chris Poole in between. A couple of men to watch out for, in Charlie Fleming in the centres, and Ant Moore, brother of Matt Moore, who was such a star in last year's first team, has also been stepping up nicely.
Interesting to see a surname like Guy Rushmere there, the youngest of the Rushmere boys as far as I know. And each and every one of them has been a scrum off. Jerry, am I incorrect?
Guy's actually a fly off. He's a cousin. So he's the eldest in his family. Okay. And he's the eldest one there. Sorry about that. And but yeah, grade 11, and he's settled down nicely. He's just made the move to scrum off, and he's been doing nicely there for the college first team.
Incredible ball players, always able to shift positions and make a difference wherever they might be. That's always been my motto: is you pick the best 15 players, no matter where they regard themselves as rugby players. And it's funny, the tight forwards always think they're loose forwards, Jerry.
Yeah, we know those stories amongst them. They always want to carry the ball and make the passes, and hopefully we see some good handling and entertaining play from both sides here this afternoon.
If anything, I predict a high-scoring encounter. Both sides like to get the ball a bit of air. St Andrews is very dangerous when they get it wide. And I think we should see some good results this afternoon. There's a Faithful Radio on your right-hand side, and Jerry on my right. Folks, I hope that you are following us either on Twitter or Instagram as well. Hashtag SSL Rugby. Let us know how you're feeling. Let us know your thoughts. It is wonderful to interact with all of our supporters from all over the world, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of college supporters globally as well, very interested in this match. The guys get very excited at St Andrews. A win against the bigger Grey High School is always a big occasion, and I think college spells a bit of blood this year, Jerry. And so I'm sure our old boys from all over the world will be giving us a lot of banter. Let us know what you think and how you feel about the game.
No, absolutely. The old boys always love to tune in, especially those overseas from all over the world, try and see what the new team's up to. So hopefully we get some good banter flowing here.
Coach Miles and Base in picture. Lovely winter's afternoon. We couldn't ask for better weather. There's no wind, uncharacteristically. It stayed away this afternoon. I was a bit worried last night, Jerry. Rain is pelting down, wind was howling, and luckily we've had beautiful sunny conditions. Bit of a breeze from right to left on your screen, spectators. But I think we're in for a good game of rugby. I don't see either. Sorry.
Yeah, we've had a wonderful morning so far. Weather's been fantastic to us. Obviously, we've brought the good weather down from Grahamstown for you boys here.
don't see either first team at the moment yet, so we'll keep talking garbage here. St Andrews second side waiting pensively to form a tunnel for their first team. The great benches assembled, college benches assembled as well. And I'm assuming it's last minute instructions from the two captains. Some words of inspiration. And hopefully we'll be able to kick off for the next 60 seconds or so. Jerry, chatting last night to your conditioning man, Lawrence Christie, says that the first team still has 10 matches left for St Andrews.
Yeah, we've had quite a long season so far. Obviously had the little overseas trip just after the Easter Festival, and from here we head into 2 more weeks of schoolboy rugby matches against Pearson and Kings, with the big derby against Kingswood. And then we have an independent schools festival and 4 games to wrap it up after we come back from half term, as we see the St Andrews side about to take the field here. Alex Minaj leading the St Andrews team onto the field. And a lot of this team will have some good memories of this field. A good game here against DHS during your festival, Fenner, and hope for a similar performance from them this Saturday.
College haven't lost yet at Grace Festival for about 4 or 5 years, Jerry, if memory serves at the moment. It's a good run of form in recent weeks, recent months. And now we await the great first team, playing this week in uncharacteristic white strip. Very close colours here between College and Grey. The white shorts and socks are quite similar, and St Andrews with just the 2 dark hoops at the top of the jersey. So the great coaching staff going for an all-white strip to make it a bit easier for us to commentate here.
Hopefully it'll help us identify some of the players here as we're in for, I think, a bit of a titanic struggle this afternoon.
The great cheerleaders have arrived too, waiting for their moment. Very small, enthusiastic band of college boys cheering on the visitor stand, which tells you about the weather. They've got their blazers off in the sunshine. About 20 degrees, mild little breeze blowing from right to left. And the grey men out of shots are finally making their way towards the field. Never really been a fan of this myself, Jerry. Making the pundits wait. Yeah, the cheerleaders with Deputy Headmaster Anton Skoltz. Captain Corne Slubbert with the mascot. We found out a few weeks ago, Jerry, that Fred, the mascot, is nearly 50 years old. So the considerations to retire the man before he falls to pieces. Find him a shelf somewhere in the school where he can enjoy his retirement, so I think he's earned it.
Absolutely, I think it's pretty well done to the coaching staff and players over the years to hold on to that. I know that we've been through a couple ourselves in the past.
Interesting, we nearly lost him twice on tour in England in 2013. Both times host ran scrambling after us just as we departed the school. So a couple of close shaves for Fred. Doesn't like being left by himself. And yeah, Luke Butler, one of the cheerleaders, walking across the field with the first team flag and some sort of bag. I'm not really sure what that's about. Bit of ritual. Touch coach Carl Mills awaiting the flag. And now the cheerleaders. Good turnout from the Grey Boys. They've been running exams all week. There were various threats made to them at the end of the exams on Friday that they would turn out for the rugby, and a lot of them have. Our last game, Jerry, for next 6 weeks. We have 2 weeks break now, the holidays, and then Fransby, Grey College, and Selborne to wait us. So our season, in contrast to you guys, is nearly finished. It's quite surprising.
It's interesting that how we run sort of in the same area but completely different programs. Obviously a lot of that determined by our 3-term schedule as opposed to your 4-term schedule.
And finally, we have the men in white running onto the field. Corne Slubbert leading his men, and they'll circle for their traditional war cry. College maintaining a respectful distance. And no Old Greys, we haven't abandoned our traditions. Those green boots are due to a bit of a mess by Puma, unfortunately. Black boots didn't work out too well for the boys, and the only ones we could get are green and blue. So we will maintain our tradition of all black boots if our suppliers can actually meet what we want, Jerry.
Nothing that a bottle of spray paint can't fix there, Fenner.
Oh, fair point. Stirring stuff there. Gray looked to be setting the kickoff. Referee Bonaparte also making an appearance now. Striking orange and blue kit in the referee. Nice break from the hot pink we've had to endure for the last 5 or 6 years here in the Eastern Cape.
St Andrews receiving the kickoff here today, and I think they'll be looking to get off to a bit of a better start than they have in the last couple of weeks. They've been a bit notoriously slow in the beginning of games, so we hope to see a bit of a better start from the first team today.
Enrique Franks taking the kickoff. High contestable. And it's taken there by Liam Matlweni. Darren from Walking at scrum off this week. Finds Zach Turin. Return after a broken hand. And from goes down the short side. Oh, man and ball, Ryan Adams does well to stay on his feet. College contesting nicely here. For Mark and Giovanna. Again, the short side is probed. It's again Ryan Adams. Sarans will need to be patient here. Giovanna again. Head of steam. And to the open side it comes. Ronaldo Pedro has a step, has a go. It's all great at the moment. Patience required here from St Andrews. Mark Michal. He's found an opening. Dragged down close to his line. For Mark. Gets it wide. Good work on defence again by College. For Mark. Again in Giovanna. Very close this time. Oh, that's pulled. Sorry, folks. Penalty there. Referee ruling St Andrews to be offside, and that's a very dominant passage of play from Gray, Jerry.
Yeah, very good start by the Gray pack. They're certainly taking the game to the College team. And obviously there were a number of advantages there by referee Bonaparte, and he's just having a chat to the College captain. Gray deciding to take a shot at goal, yeah.
Pedro hasn't played flower for about 2 seasons. It is his favoured position. The goal kicking duties, I don't think he's practiced a goal kick in a couple of weeks. At LJ Dupree having surgery 2 nights ago on his hand has precipitated this change. Just unfortunate the pass missing there. And Pedro with a fairly easy shot here to give Gray an early lead. Silence is sitting across the field. Pedro addresses the ball. Strike is good. Tissani Polladair, 3-0 to Gray.
Very good start there by the Gray boys. I think they'll be very happy, just calm a couple of nerves, get settled into this contest. We'll expect St Andrews to hit back at them fairly quickly, I think.
What sort of kick-off tactic have you guys favoured so far this year, Jerry?
I think you're going to have a look at the St Andrews side. They'll split the kick-off. They'll have 2 on either side, and they'll probably just look to kick it long into the Grey 22 and try and force the Grey side to kick it out and set up a line-out.
Oh, and he's overcooked that one, unfortunately. And scrum looks like Gray will up for the scrum on the halfway line.
Not the start St Andrews were looking for.
So at the moment, Gray with the wind advantage in the first half, and the sun, which is a big factor here late afternoon. Second teams earlier, both sides struggled to field their up and unders, looking into the sun. Folks you see below, please follow us on Facebook and Twitter, the live stream on Facebook as well as on YouTube, and then your photographs on Instagram, and interact with us on Twitter, hashtag SSL Rugby.
This will be a very interesting part of the contest today. Two front rows very evenly matched, and it'll be interesting to see how the first scrum goes here.
Great, lining up with Pedro at sort of second receiver, Enrique Franks at first receiver. Attacker split across the field. Referees have a bit of a chat to the front rows here. Great, lucky to get away with not being blown there. Pushing past after the referee blown his whistle. Great, quite heavy pack. Laken Gray packing down on the side of the scrum today. Usually at lock forward. Did play for the EP Under-17 7th side last year, Jerry, so he's adept with the ball in hand as well as doing the rough stuff.
Let's have a look at the reset scrum here. And they go down. Free kick to Gray.
From Mark feeds Franks with the step. Beats one. Warwick Griffin. And there's a decoy line to Demisa and Giovanna. Well defended by St Andrews. Franks down the short side. St Andrews slowed the ball down very effectively there. And Giovanna again. Great, can be very close his first few exchanges. Pedro. Warwick Griffin in the centres. That's quick ball wide for Mark, again to Pedro. Throws a wild pass, interception.
And Anthony Moore, and Anthony Moore's made a break. Heading down the touchline, Moore, 20 metres. And I think he's going to score. Yes, he's in there. Opening score to St Andrews College, try by Anthony Moore.
And there we have it, guys. Sort of many spoke about a ding-dong battle this week, and Ed Moore's opened his account this afternoon. 3+5, and Ronaldo Pedro will rue that wild offload to the outside. Great, going through the phases, and uncharacteristically wild pass. And St Andrews can add the extras now. 3+5. Here's the replay.
Yeah, and Moore got a bit lucky there. Shot up early out in defence. But if they say if you're going to shoot, either make the tackle or get the intercept, and he got the latter.
For sure.
Conversion here for Murray Wilson. And he'll be happy. That'll settle a couple of nerves for him as well. Last week he managed to hit the pole 3 times in a row. So it'll be nice for him to just get his name on the scoreboard early.
Real coach killing mistake there from Pedro. I think Enrique Franks want to settle the nerves here, get down in that far right corner.
See Gray also opting for the split kickoff option. So they kick onto Matthew Royal on the left wing, and he carries it up into the Gray defence. It's Alex Minaj trying to set up a ruck inside the college 22. Wilson gets the ball out wide early. Charlie Fleming takes it up. Trying to work the short side. Wilson carrying it in. Big tackle there from the Grey. Box kick by Rushmere onto Pedro.
He'll have a go. Plays Ryan Adams in the middle. Good defence by St Andrews. Greater pressure here, yes, and holding on. Turnover.
There's great work at the breakdown by captain Alex Minaj, managing to force the turnover after a good leg tackle from centre Charlie Fleming.
This has been an area that's been very irritating for the coaching staff this season. Grey was reluctant to throw the 2 passes, which is the standard counter-attack option from a kick. Well, that's a nice touch finder as well there. St Andrews deep into Grey's territory. A few comments here from a couple of old greys, Jason Snetler and Matt Wilson. Had the misfortune of teaching both of them. Good men. Jason Athragi's going well in Texas.
Interesting 4-man option there by the college side, down to Charlie Fleming, carried in by Basi Malesu. Wilson into contact through the half break. Rashmir opting for the same side to Charlie Fleming, who runs hard into the defence. Round the corner comes Braden Barrett. College not really making any headway against a good grey defence here at the moment. That's good work at the breakdown by the grey lock forward. And he gets a turnover.
From Mark with a box kick. Relieve some pressure. If he finds some grass, it'll bounce. And grey has some work to do in defence now.
Ford taking it up into the defence. Good work at the breakdown there by Braden Barrett. Wilson looking to send it wide early. Carry by Bami Malesu. Oh, and a mistake by Guy Rashmir.
Dalglish gets hands on here. Gray with a nice attacking platform for Mark, goes to the right. Laken Gray with his first carry. And held up well, a great defence.
They'll come back for the earlier knock by Rashmir. Scrum to Gray, sort of 30 metres out, right in under the poles. What options are we looking for here, Fenner?
I'm assuming they'll go right here. Grave lost a bit of an attacking threat from Mark. Good pass at the base. He doesn't bring the threat that Pedro does.
Looks like they're trying to use Pedro a little bit wider of set phase here, Fenner.
Now, I'm quite surprised by this arrangement. Spent a lot of time in defence this week. We had Omar Munami from Worcester Warriors with us, helping us with some tackle technique, etc. And Jared Bass, obviously during our split the other afternoon when I had my pack of forwards, he must have been working some magic. So I'm not really sure what their setup is here. I'm so quite surprised by it. But Pedro's a danger man in a one-on-one situation. Probably feel a channel wider that he is more attacking here. Frank's the steadier head too. I'd prefer him if I'd been the coach. Frank should have a 10 on his back today and Pedro probably the 15.
Two front rows still really feeling each other out here at scrum time. And you get the feeling it's going to be a key factor in the deciding of this game at the end of the day.
Definitely. Gray gone with quite a heavy pack of forwards today. St Andrews team that over the years has added some very competent forward play to their running rugby. As for Mark off the back of the pass from Adams. Inside ball to Liema Matlweni. Beats one. That's a positive carry for Mark. We'll want quick ball here. No penalty. College running away from the tackle. Decision time here. I'm sure they'll go for poles again. Their corner slumbered pointing towards the uprights. And College will have to be careful from that, Cherry. That's the second penalty in the red zone.
Yeah, I was just thinking to myself, they need to be a little bit more disciplined here on defence, making sure that they don't give Gray the easy exits and the easy points in the red zones.
Better another fairly easy chance right in front, just outside the 22. And it's up and it's good. 6+7.
It's a good start for Ronaldo Pedro with the boot. We've seen through the course of today, it's not the easiest kicking field in the world. And so it's good to get 2 out of 2 right in the beginning for him, yeah?
Yeah, the wind makes it quite tricky here most of the time. Even a steady breeze if you're playing from the left, from the school side up towards the stand, it's quite tough to kick a goal. And Gray want to make this, the breeze is picking up a bit, they want to make it count. Oh, a few College guys running the ball there. It has carried 10. So it's game on.
Matthew Royal picking up the loose ball, trying to run around. One of the fastest guys in the Eastern Cape carries the ball up nice and hard. Rashmir with the ball to Minaj. Runs straight into the teeth of the defence. Murray Wilson with a little grabber through for Mark, sweeping in behind. But
made a
It's
hash
double
of that.
knock there, yeah. Unfortunately for Mark, knocking it on, and not able to pick it up cleanly, and a scrum to College.
Deft work there by the fly half. Also getting that little grubber through at Gray under pressure. And now they're attacking scrum. First one in Gray's half.
It's interesting here from the St Andrews team early on, trying to choose the direct route against Gray and not trying to stretch them like we used to. I think that won't be the tactics for the whole of this afternoon, and I'm sure we'll start seeing the ball going a little bit wider later on.
What your thoughts are? I always feel it's best to try and earn the right first, settle the nerves, make some contact, and then start throwing the wider passes. Scrum's disengaged there. I won't pretend to understand the darker workings of the front row, Jerry. I'm a loose forward.
There's a very good scrum there by Corno Slabbert, Gray hooker. Good body position. The St Andrews team will want to just get a little bit lower at scrum time and use their sort of added advantage at lack of height in order to scrum a little bit lower.
Referee not happy with the engage there.
I think both sides trying very hard here to get a little bit of an advantage on the subtle hit that you manage to get these days still.
Gray very happy to have Shaquille Adams playing a tight head today. He was doubtful this whole week. Very sore AC joint, and he's biting the bullet today. Wants to play for his school. And of course, you're pleased to have him.
The big scrum by Gray. Ball to Murray Wilson. And he goes straight back to the forwards, and he finds a way through. Takes it up. Good support by the forwards. Ryan Thompson steps up into fly-half, has a little run himself. Wilson to Moore. Unfortunately, he's knocked it on there on the cricket pitch. You'll see scrum down, Grey ball.
Wilson with a sneaky little break here. Wasn't much on. Found a hole, broke the first tackle. And he was nearly out of there. Despairing defence from Darren Vermaak. Managed to get around his ankles, and Gray breathe again. Now, one aspect I think Gray will struggle with today, Jerry, are the exits. Not many boots in this team at the moment. We have Pedro at first receiver this scrum. Frank's a bit wider. So try to run their way out of trouble. A few younger Grey boys, the junior boys coming over to support the first team. Coach Royal in shot there. Adams, he's not channeled that very well. Tries to hold him up. And now from the slow ball situation, I think we'll see the box kick. There we go.
Royal underneath it, fields it well. Carries hard up into big pass across to Charlie Fleming. Hits and spins. Wilson cleans well. Oh, and a great turnover.
Great work, Andrew Dalglish. Pedro's dropped deep, looking for that left-hand corner. It's a lovely strike. It's too lovely. It's gone dead. Touch and goal. And I'm sure College will opt for the scrum deep in Grey territory again there, Jerry.
Yeah, very good option by Pedro there. Unfortunately, just overcooked it. And College will appreciate that little let-off. Gives them an attacking option, sort of 40 metres out. Be interesting to see what they have up their sleeves here.
Who do you say is the best of these scrums so far, Jerry?
No, Grey certainly have had the better of the early exchanges. They just seem to be getting a little bit of pressure on early and then doing well to follow through with that once the ball's fed. Referee's clearly interested with what's happening on this near side. Too much work before the time. Free kick to St Andrews. Rushmere taps and goes to left. Wide ball to Moore. And he's given it away. Oh, Royals put it down. Unfortunately, he's playing to the whistle.
I'd say Gray's right wing. Then Luke Smuts getting away with tackling in. Royal was open for money. And with his speed, I thought we'd see the man going under the poles there.
A costly error there. With a man over, you would have backed him to take that and certainly made a couple of yards up that touchline.
So 18 minutes gone already. First quarter of the game is beyond us already, Jerry. It's gone by at a hell of a pace. 6 plays 7. Grey with a scrum on their 10-metre line. Shout out to the Bryant Army and Old Greys in London. Watching the game at the London Sevens. Impressive effort, gentlemen. Madalweni through the middle. And Giovanna crossing the halfway line. Oh, rushing that one there. Turnover ball, St Andrews.
Minaj, oh, left it behind. And they're going to start ruining these errors. You can't just hand the ball back to Grey as they take it into breakdown.
Adams with his first carry. Clean from a Giovanna. Slow ball now though. Go down the short side again. Oh, Adams. Put that down.
To Braden Barrett. The ball on the inside to Alex Minaj. Pops it off the ground and again the ball goes down. These errors are really going to start frustrating the college coaching staff. Just a little bit of patience needed on attack. Just taking it through another phase.
Ryan Adams coughing a ball up there. I think both sets of coaching staff, Jerry, will get a little bit irritated by now. Both sides very, very panicky. What was that adage of just being patient, building the phases, keeping possession. Opportunities will come if you're patient. Both sides playing at 100 miles an hour at the moment, and it hasn't been pretty so far. Tense stuff here. Cut the atmosphere with a knife at the moment. Interesting, the 11 up at the side of the scrum there, Jerry.
Yeah, they're looking to use Matthew Royal's pace here to put a bit of pressure on the new fly half, I think, and Guy Rushmere fielding the kicks at the back. Very clever rugby player.
Mark Micha drifting past. Laken Grey. Oh, good carry from Laken. Pedro. Franks. Pedro. Oh my word. Magic stuff from Ronaldo Pedro. He goes close to the post. Try time, Grey High School. And that was really something for the replay there, Jerry. Great work from Pedro. And that's a threat he poses with his speed.
Yeah, some very good work before that by Laken Grey as well. And Mark Michal making good yards over the advantage line, making it difficult for the college defence to get around and defend the threat that Pedro brings when he runs onto the ball.
Coach Miles will be breathing again. Settle the nerves, I'm sure, for him. And with a fairly easy conversion.
Let's have a look at the replay here. Pedro getting on the outside of the forwards with a great offload to Franks. Inside ball back to Pedro. And unfortunately, it split the college defence in half there. A great finish. Lining up another simple conversion under the poles here. Expect him to knock it over and take Grey into a 13-7 lead. And what I must say is a very well-deserved 13-7 lead at this stage of the game.
Yeah, fair reflection so far. Grey have had 3 chances and taken all 3 of them. Conversion is good, 13 plays 7. College with some work to do now. How much of an effect would that defensive alignment have made there, in your opinion, Jerry, shifting the guys out of their regular positions? I suppose only really one swap, 11 and 9.
Yeah, I don't think that has a big effect on them defensively. I think they were expecting Grey to kick there and play a bit of an exit play. But obviously you got to stop them in their tracks. You can't allow them to get over the advantage line and get the momentum. Wilson again with a kick-off. Another kick-off, not great, knocked on by Braden Barrett. And Laken Grey getting the turnover on the ground here. Guys just not playing to the whistle. A bit of a schoolboy error there.
Graded well to stay inside there, flirted with the touchline. Slow ball play here. Warwick Griffin going close to the ruck. Theo Reppens, probably man of the match last week for Grey against Dale College. High work rate for a flanker he has. And for Mark Burring under here. And Giovanna all by himself. Bit of a goose step. Throws a wild pass.
Breakdown. I think College managed to get a bit of a turnover. Out to Bame Melesu, straight back into the teeth of the defence. Breakdown's a bit scrappy here. Goes wide. Braden Barrett. Fleming out wide to Royal. Get the feeling the College side just wants a little bit of ball to play with here for a while. Oh, a poor forward pass there by Christian Robert. And Grey seemed to have possession of the ball again.
Mark and Giovanna with another really poor pass. Pedro settles it down, finds some grass here possibly.
And knocked on by winger Ryan Thompson. These mistakes by the College team are proving very, very costly at this stage.
Grey be pleased for the territorial gain there. Scrum deep in St Andrews half. I'm not sure what Giovanna was doing standing off that ruck a few minutes ago. Lazily got back to his feet, I think. Wasn't in position, and for Mark decided to give him the ball. Quite a few boys in both these sides have been selected for the final Eastern Province Under 18 group. Gee, I think a wonderful representation for St Andrews, probably one of the most ever. Guys are really doing some great work down in Grahamstown.
Yeah, thanks, Finna. Very excited to see what we can do with some of these players, and we're hoping that we get a couple, and obviously Grey High also got a couple of exciting players through there.
And Pedro breaks and then throws a wild pass. Madalwini's got hands on. And Giovanna. Doreen picks and goes. Corne Slabbert. Wide to Luke Smuts. Ferocious battle, that breakdown. And Giovanna again. Great defence from St Andrews. Franks at pivot. Steps through a hole. Great counter from St Andrews. Graceful possession. Adams. Reppens. Great defence again. Another big hit. Matuweni standing dead still, receiving the ball. Not really sure where that came from. Fortuitous, they went backwards off Slabbert into the hands of Laken Grey. And it looks like Ronaldo Pedro is leaving the field. First Satyrs have carried him off. Grey playing with 14 men here and continuing to play. Franks. Oh, missed the grubber. Grey still with the ball. Warwick Griffin. And penalty Grey High School. Decision time here. And the fly-off reserves are really depleted. Be very interesting to see what Coach Miles does here, Jerry. Tony May has come on. I'm assuming he'll go to fullback, and Enrique Franks will go to fly-half.
Opting for another shot at goal here. Looking to stretch that lead and just keep the scoreboard ticking while they got certainly the advantage in terms of territory and possession here.
And May with his first touch of the game adds 3 points. 16 plays 7 minutes left in the half. And Grey, not a very impressive passage to play there. seem to lose their structure with their fly off. I'd have expected the Scrum to kick the ball out and settle things down and start over, but somehow they kept possession, got the penalty and had the extras. And St Andrews has some work to do here before the end of the half. They want to score and close this gap.
Yeah, absolutely, Finna. Craig got a little bit narrow in attack there, but obviously without the general, things do get difficult. Interesting to see how St Andrews respond now, being 16 points to 7 down. Thompson with a deep kick-off this time.
Luke Smuts feels it well. And
Big
carried it to touch.
Big tackle there by Basi Malesu.
Boys throwing some handbags at each other here. Cheerleaders obviously not trying to settle the situation down and rather to inflame it, as schoolboys do.
Line out here. Chris Poole, hooker. Quick ball into Matthew Hillary and set the drive early. Seem to have a little bit of momentum going forward here. An advantage out by referee Bonaparte. The ball comes to Wilson and he knocks it on, but the penalty for joining from the side goes to St Andrews. Interesting to see what they do here. I think probably go to the touchline. Indeed they do.
Well, that's gone dead.
Oh no. Another coach killer.
Both sides very jittery here. A lot of pressure on both teams this week, which has become a very big game in this province. And Gray will breathe again there. They lift the hook. And yeah, Tony May, they want to get some distance on this dropout. Goes to the left.
Thompson with the pass to Wilson. Wilson again opting to carry it into another knock on at the breakdown by St Andrews. These mistakes are really going to begin to frustrate the coaching staff. Box kick over the top, and Fleming back fields the kick well. St Andrews under a lot of pressure there. Rushmere with the attempted touch finder.
For Mark Wyatt to May. He'll need someone to link with here. Does Will Tony. Tries a little grubber. Very, very poor decision. Overlap was yawning on the outside.
Ball out to Barrett. Barrett carries hard and through the gap he goes. Done well to keep his composure there and just hold on to the ball. Hillary carrying the ball into contact. College with a quick ball, moving it quickly and to Anthony Moore, who's on the outside of the winger. Ball back on the inside to Matthew Royal. Beats one. Carry by Minaj. This is better from the college team, getting a bit of rhythm in attack here. As Basi Malesu takes it into contact. Little chip through. Bame Malesu onto the ball. Does well to pick it up and not knock it on. Takes it into contact. Hillary around the corner. Oh, and he's just tried to force a pass there while in contact and lost it forward. Unfortunate, but certainly St Andrews' best passage of attack so far in the game.
I'd say probably the best passage of attack from both sides, besides Gray's try. And Gray will breathe again there.
Amazing what a big difference a little bit of quick ball can do to a team's attack, Finna.
For sure. A lot of the great rugby minds will tell you it's all about going forward and as fast as you possibly can at the breakdown. Get that quick ball, those couple of seconds make all the world's difference. Two very pensive stands. Okay, we'll look to exit here.
Probably look for Mark Micha to get it up the middle here and give two kick options on either side. Will you?
Probably they hit twice and then kick. And Mecha's done well. Ball pops out for Mark, under a bit of pressure here. Oh no, advantage, high tackle there. One of those sort of things that always rankles me as a coach, Cherry, is when guys give away penalties, when the side's going to exit, because it's going to be your line out and you give it back to your opposition.
Absolutely. A little bit unfortunate there for Matthew Hillary. Just tried to go in a little bit high there for Mark, and he slipped and got him around the neck.
Tony May finds a good touch, had a good game for the seconds early on today.
One of those great challenges about schoolboy rugby, where your bench should have played a full game before the time. Not always able to add the impetus that they do in the professional ranks.
I'm not sure your take on that, but I think it's important for the boys to play. Nothing worse for me than a boy sitting for a whole afternoon not to get a minute of rugby.
I absolutely agree.
Oh, good work on the breakdown there. Gray with a wide play. And the ball carrier isolated. Good work. Penalty, holding on. And St Andrews can clear their lines. It's interesting, Gray's highly vaunted victory over Paul Roos in 2014, where we came from the death 26-0 down to win the game. Paul Roos had run their whole bench on. They had 8 changes all at once and they lost their rhythm completely. So these are schoolboys, not professional rugby players. And I view them as reserves, injury replacements, not as actual substitutes.
No, absolutely.
Collins missing touch there, and May has pumped it back with interest.
Ball fielded at the back by Ford, looking to run it up, looking for support, and he finds Chris Poole out wide. Chris Poole carrying well, the big hooker, takes it over the halfway line. Wilson again behind the runner to Malesu, and the referee awarding a penalty to St Andrews against Gray's number 1 for offside at the breakdown. And I hope that St Andrews just take a little bit of time over this kick and make sure that they find their touch, because nothing more criminal than missing touch after just being awarded penalty.
Time, I think, for a line-out, yeah. 35 minutes is up, but it'll end after the conclusion of this play, the first half.
And Ryan Thompson making sure that time, kicking it halfway up into the Grey stand. And you just wish they would have done that the first 2 occasions. St Andrews opting for a 5-man option here. Again, quick ball to Hillary, and they've gone for the drive. Bit of the double bluff with the loose forwards out wide. Got a bit of momentum going here. And again, referee Bonaparte's got his arm out there against the Grey player for swimming up the side of the maul. He awards the penalty. Interesting to see what the option is here.
It's a fairly tough kick to goal. Probably more of the same, Jerry. Great ball there from College.
Yeah, Ryan Thompson stepping up. Look to knock it into touch. This time they make sure about 7 meters out from the Grey try line.
Prime position here. Narrowed the score before half time.
St Andrews opting for the full line out. Again, quick ball to Hillary. Little roll off the side, very deftly done. Right up near the touchline. St Andrews just short. Hillary carrying it up. Big tackle there by Gray. Dankwitz carrying it into contact. Wilson with a clean. And great penalty. Good work at the breakdown there. Was that Laken Gray, Fenner?
It was Laken. That's a big moment in this match. I'd say St Andrews repelled there after a very dominant passage of play. Gray breathe again. And I think we'll see Gray punt it a touch, and Size will have their slices of nachos and coaching instructions. And it's 16-7, Jerry. I think it's a fair reflection of what we've seen.
Absolutely fair reflection of the first half. Grey getting the early dominance, but we got a little feeling of St Andrews working their way back into the game towards the end there. And I think it sets us up for a very interesting second half.
Right, folks.
Liberty is excited to be the sponsor of School Sport Live. We recognize the need to bring the games or this platform to our households, and better yet, to bring it through to everybody in the world. The significance of school sport in the building of character and leadership is something that we value. We are also big supporters of families, communities, and bringing all of those things together. So we are proud that we can be involved in this activity. From myself, Carlo Gill, and all the guys at Liberty, we wish all the teams really good luck today and all the best.
He gets ready for Saturday morning cricket an hour before he has to. He practices his swing, telling anyone who'll listen that one day he'll face the best cricketers in the world. His dad hasn't told him yet that they've got tickets to the upcoming test match. Protect your future memories by ensuring the one thing that makes your son's dreams possible: your income. Follow the link to learn more about Liberty's income protection. Liberty, the advantage of knowing.
And I think we're back, Jerry. Second half kicking off in a few minutes here. Grey up 16-7. And I suppose one talking point away from school today is the announcement this week of one of our old boys here, Khaleesi, national captain. We're immensely proud. And what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's fantastic to see a man from the Eastern Cape in the Springboks setup and then being rewarded for his hard work with the captaincy. And I'm sure he'll do a great job for the Springboks there. It's a man that people can look up to and people will get behind and follow. I remember when he was still a schoolboy at Grey, and he certainly was a man who led well from the front and had the following of those around him, and I'm sure there will be no different in the Springbok setup.
Yeah, I'll echo those sentiments. We're very proud of you here. Look forward to watching in action next week. And then tonight, Kerwin Bosch, his first start for the Boks. He's playing against Wales in Washington. Quite a late kickoff. I'm not sure if I'm going to stay for that. Maybe a bit of PVR action in the morning when I wake up. It's really been a long day. These Saturdays are long for us teachers. Yeah, the highlights from the first half. There's a St Andrews try.
Andy Moore with the intercept of the loose offload from Pedro. And a great finish from 60 metres out, showing good toe in there. What do you think the message will be to the Grey side in the second half here from Coach Miles here, Fenner?
The focus all week has been on defence, on reloading, getting back on their feet, having width on D. And I think with another injury, where we really are depleted. I know we have lots of boys at the school, but when you're missing two pivots, first choice, second choice are both out, and then third choice is also injured, you start panicking a bit. So it's a case of, I think, Grey digging deep and playing in the right areas of the field today. There's Ronaldo Pedro's break that led to his try. Rick Franks, beautifully balanced runner, lovely offload to the inside, and Naldo with enough pace to get him over.
Yeah, unfortunately, he had to leave the field shortly after that, and I think it's going to be a big blow for the Grey side.
Should see how they deal with playing into the wind too. Not many guys with the big boots in the side. But Rick Franks is quite a steady customer. I think he'll take over at first receiver and marshal the troops. There's some last minute instructions. Jared Bass getting quite animated. Pushing aside as if Grey win tonight, Alan Miles has to shave his head, Jerry.
Oh, is that the bet on this one?
That's the deal you made with his team. I hope the Clippers are ready.
I'll certainly ask him to send me a picture of that haircut.
No, we'll share it. We'll share it far and wide. Don't you worry. Lovely afternoon. We've been blessed. The weather gods in PE, the Windy City, have decided to be quite kind to us today. Nice little breeze, beautiful sunshine. The rain has decided to stay away for 24 hours. It arrives back tomorrow morning. I think many gardeners will be excited. Things are looking quite dry around our parts, Jerry.
Yeah, no different. 100 k's down the road, Grahamstown, the farmers around there desperate for some rain. So any little bit that falls, yeah, I think we're all happy for. Murray Wilson preparing for the kickoff.
We'll strap in, folks. 35 minutes to go. I think both sides are going to throw everything they've got into these next 35 minutes.
Still hold up as the St Andrews hooker, Chris Poole, get some running repairs done to his boots, I think.
And Bonaparte checks with these two ARs, and we're off.
Wilson with a short kickoff. Thompson up and he wins it back. Hillary taking it into contact. Rushmere behind the back. To Fleming with a bit of a loose pass to Royal. Gets it away to Moore. Takes it up into contact. And again, the Butterfingers come back to haunt St Andrews at the start of the second half.
Lots of areas as we've discussed so far. College looking to, they're getting into their stride here, going through the phases. Unfortunately, that pass going down, and Craig, breathe again. Decision time. Mark Micha has carried just outside their 22, so no direct exit on offer.
Gray set up quite deep here. Be interesting to see what they look to do, whether they look to look a little bit out wide early.
Franks, Smuts throws a wide pass to Tony May. Right to Dalglish, stretches his legs. He's beaten two. And good work from St Andrews at that ruck, and the Trams turnover ball.
Rushmere to Wilson with a cross kick. And Royals out here in a whole lot of space. He's got the ball, he's got Christian Robert with him in support. Doesn't look to use him, carries it hard into contact. Dankward's picking up, going around the corner. Short ball to Minaj and he's straight through. Try, Alex Minaj, captain.
Richard Ward there, great kick there from Wilson. Royal had a lot to do, he did well, managed to keep possession, dealt with the two defenders, and St Andrews rewarded. It's a great turnover there. Dalglish's good run undone after losing the ball. And at 16 points to 12, it's game on.
It's fantastic work in the tram out on the wide channel by centre Charlie Fleming. He really is very good at breakdown. He does a lot of hard work on it. Managed to win a good turnover and good awareness by the fly half to get the ball wide quickly with the boot. And well finished by Captain Alex Minaj, a man who really does wear his heart on his sleeve and carries the St Andrews team with him.
Wilson want to add the extras here.
Straight through the middle there, and those are important 2 points for St Andrews as they close the lead. It becomes a 2-point ball game, and suddenly we're in for a battle again.
Interesting to see St Andrews now. Natural game is to use the ball. But with this bit of a breeze, Wilson used it very well there to great effect.
Let's watch a replay here again. Matthew Royal doing well. Good fight on the ground. Dankwart shifting the contact point. Ball to Minaj.
Tony May with a nice deep kickoff here.
Straight to Dankwart, into contact. Good tackle fight again. Ball to Ford, who throws it across the face of the uprights. To Fleming. Good hit and spin again.
Gray disrupted well. The St Andrews keep possession.
A messy little passage, but ball gets out to Thompson, who kicks it downfield. The wind blowing it. And Tony May under pressure there. Oh, Thompson misses him.
Coach Miles will be pleased with that return from May. Very casual, did well. Ripper to the carry. Mark, close to Giovanni again, be very prominent in this match so far. For Mark, wide to Franks. And he has a show and go, goes himself. Turnover. No, and Muttlewini takes it back. All action at the moment. And Lisa Dladla dropping that pass. He's come on the field as a sub. Knock on, his first touch, he won't be pleased.
A big opportunity there for Gray. They had big numbers over on the left-hand side. Dladla, unfortunately, just putting it on.
It looks as if Gray have subbed off Zach Turin. Laken Gray shifts to lock and Dladla onto the flank.
Is it Zach Turin, or is it number 8 who's off there? Ryan Adams.
I stand corrected. It could be Ryan Adams. But yes, Theo Rippins is packing down at 8. Good spot there, Jerry. Mrs. Crumb there, reset.
Two front rows in their own arm wrestle here today. The referee definitely not happy with what's going on the St Andrews tight head side there. The battle between Malesu and Griffin. And he's gone across there to have a look.
How often do they even know what they're looking for, Jerry?
That is true.
Again, a shout out there. Hope you're following us on Twitter.
Danko to the pickup of the base. Great carry, 20 meters up the field. Good width on the attack as Minaj takes it into contact again.
It's a great kick again from Wilson. Smuts with lots of work to do. He gets to the second bite of the cherry. And for Mark with decisions to make here. Short to go. Mark Michal down the touchline. Slow ball again. Gray set apart close. Sounds looking to disrupt there. One of the Malesus. Both of them piling in. For Mark with the box kick. Right on the touchline and it's drifted out. Very surprised by that. Not much of an angle for the scrum half to kick from. And St Andrews with a nice attacking base deep in Gray's half.
Chris Poole with the put in. Looks like St Andrews going the 5-man option again. The quick put in. Straight into the maul. Danko to the break on the blind side. Again making yards. Chris Poole with the pick and go on the side. Rashmir to Wilson. Behind the back to Fleming. Forward taking it up into contact. Not a name we've mentioned often this afternoon. Rashmir with a wide pass to Thompson. Thompson on the outside. Good momentum for the St Andrews side. As they carry it into contact again and seem to be turned over.
Johnny May finding a good touch here. No, he hasn't found. Oh, knocked on.
And costly error there by Ryan Ford. Usually very safe at the back.
Jaron noticed that Gray's captain, Corne Slubbert, has left the field as well. Nathan Doster getting on, I think, for his second appearance for a Gray first team at hooker. Now, the interesting question is who's captain? Because both Gray's vice and captain have left the field. I'm assuming that probably Enrique Franks will be taking up the decision-making responsibility as well. So a lot of pressure on his shoulders all of a sudden. Shifting to fly half and having to lead the team as well. Great sitting two runners quite close to their fly off here. Both Andrew Dalglish and Mark Michal. Yeah, big scrum there from St Andrews. Oh, it's a poor pass and Franks hasn't been able to deal with it. Standing very wide and deep. And St Andrews now again with a attacking chance, and Gray seemed to be feeling a bit of pressure here, Jerry. A lot of rookies on the field in crucial positions.
Yeah, you can see the pressure starting to build on both sides here. Handling errors which aren't common for both of these teams to make. St Andrews, sorry there, Finna.
No, my apologies.
Rushmere, they put into the scrum. Much better scrum from the St Andrews team now. Fleming, short ball to Moore, and he's gone straight through the middle. That's a great line by centre Anthony Moore as he scores under the poles. Good decoy wraparound by the fly of Murray Wilson. Short ball to Ant Moore, straight through the middle. And St Andrews take the lead for the first time.
Richard Ward there, dominant set piece again. Two great scrums in a row from St Andrews. Some nifty interplay under the poles, and for the first time St Andrews have the lead here. 16 plays 19, and Gray with a lot of work to do.
Let's have a look at the replay. You see Murray Wilson on the loop. Everybody watching him. Short little sleight of hand ball to Anthony Moore, and he's straight through the middle. Wilson with the conversion. And that takes the college lead out to 21-16, is it? Yes.
Indeed, yes, 21 plays 16. And Gray with another change here. Looks like Sevilla's on Donny. Ran in the 16A game earlier today. Has come on as on the wing for Andrew Dalglish. Last throw of the dice here, possibly for the Grey coaching staff. Then you make something happen here. And that's not going to carry 10.
Seems to be another Grey man down under the poles there. For now, I'm not sure who that is.
That's Shaquille Adams, so another change will be made too. Haven't seemed to have subbed him yet. He's walking forlornly across Marco Nokia. So Grey side very, very depleted here all of a sudden. They should have this slick St Andrews side licking the lips here.
Great attacking opportunity here for them. Midfield scrum, 50 metres out, options either side. Look for them to go through the. Look for St Andrews to attack on the right hand blind side here with the 8th man, Miles Dankwart.
Yeah, the rookie Zondani's probably have to make a tackle here in his first touch in a first team jersey.
Wrong shoulder, and they go wide to Wilson, who again puts it to the boot cleverly and finds grass. Messy ball picked up by Smuts.
And Giovanna. Quick ball. Franks. Gray. Marco Nokia. Tight set has scored 3 tries from 40 metres or further this year, believe it or not, Jerry. Dladler with a lovely carry. Mark reaching in. Franks. Wide to Michal. Oh, and he's thrown a horrible, horrible pass. Forward pass there. And now it's Gray's turn to start making the errors. Pressure on them now. St Andrews in the first half seem to be cracking a bit now. Gray's turn to show the signs of what is becoming a bit of a mountain to climb for them. Unable to get out of their half at the moment.
Interesting to see the change in tactics from the St Andrews team with a breeze behind them. They're starting to play a little bit more of the territory game, and it seems to be suiting their style at the moment. Just making the Grey wingers turn around.
Very astute decision making by Wilson. Grey, those two injuries have definitely lightened their pack. Both Dostin and Okia about 20 kgs lighter than the men that they've replaced. See how the rookies fare here. All Blacks always maintain it's the best place to learn is at the highest level. See how these young men shape today. Everyone's set that again. Looks to be a bit of scrum to me that time, Jerry, for Grey.
Yeah, much more settled that time around. Both looseheads seem to be a little bit dominant, which is not creating a great platform for either team to attack from. Rushmere with the put in, much better scrum there for St Andrews. Good work by Laken Grey as he caught the nine's arm. Wilson just dancing his way through the traffic. Malesu's combining. Big carry by Bassi. Miles Dankwit's a little bit isolated. He's going to be in trouble there. That's good work by Minaj at the breakdown.
That pass has beaten everyone.
And Grabber in behind. May under pressure. And he does very well to run out of trouble there.
Living on the edge. The mark wide. Franks Burrows forward. And St Andrews boys not coming through the gate there. I'm quite surprised that Grey are trying to control the ball at the base and not playing a bit quicker because they're in a big heat most of the time in that breakdown, Jerry. But it's a chance finally to relieve them the pressure and clear their lines.
Yeah, St Andrews coaching staff will be very frustrated. They're just giving Grey an easy exit again. And you thought they would have learned from their errors in the first half. But they are putting that Grey breakdown under a lot of pressure at the moment.
Not the greatest kick there from May. Only about 30 metres of distance. Grey going, looking for a shorter lineup themselves now. And the small St Andrews crowd is making a lot of noise. Bounce coming down on that visitor stand. Doster. Oh, and he's missed his throw. Advantage St Andrews.
Dankwitz with the ball, carrying hard into contact. Round the corner, Hillary. Oh, and he's knocked it on again.
Great side is up. Tadler. College again, slowing that ball down very effectively at that ruck, making it hard for the Grey boys. Reppins throws a wide pass. Warwick Griffin, hopefully he'll give it early. Laken Grey. Inside, Mark Michal. Wide to Zondani. And Grey's the same possession. Reppins. Now the ref says no advantage here. High tackle. And that's the best Grey have looked in the first 18 minutes of this second half. 21 plays, 16. St Andrews with the lead. And decision time for this Grey pack. May with not much of an angle. Close to the touchline is that penalty. And he hasn't found touch.
Rushmere looking to return it. He's returned it with interest.
Oh, and May with a second grab. And he's knocked it on. Far too casual. And St Andrews now possibly the chance to put this game to bed, Jerry.
Yeah, absolutely. They'd want to capitalize from this position. Zondani finding out the hard way about all the pressures at first team rugby. Great opportunity here, the scrum on the right hand side, 40 meters out. See both the wing and fullback across looking to come into the line here. Wilson again out the back to Matt Antmore. Carries strongly into the defence and quick ball out wide to Charlie Fleming. And he unfortunately gets bundled into touch. Something that makes Coach Royal livid on the side if you give away the ball over the touchline too easily. And Charlie will be looking to fix that error.
Now Doster hoping for a better throw this time. Captain of rowing already is a grade 11 boy. Wide ball, Mark Michau. Oh, and St Andrews there, possibly with rights to that ball. He's hold on to it. Zach Turin. That's not a great carry again. St Andrews having a bite of the cherry, and yes, holding on. Penalty in front of the poles.
Great work at the breakdown there by Locke Braden Barrett. Spent most of last year in the under-16A side as an open side flanker, and you can see why with those skills at the breakdown. Murray Wilson taking a shot at goal here.
This takes the St Andrews lead beyond 2 scores for Grey. And at the moment they're looking rather pedestrian in attack. They need to find some way to breach the St Andrews defence. Always disappointing to see a boy cough up possession that easily. And Wilson with a fairly easy chance here.
Struck it beautifully straight through the middle. And there's an important 3 points for St Andrews as their lead stretches out to 8 points. And as you said, Fenner, that's 2 scores, which starts becoming important as this clock ticks down.
Grave got to find a way to get points on the board here. Real test of the depth today of the squad. The big starters, the leadership injured. And Tony May's made another mistake. That's gone out on the full, and St Andrews with a scrum on the halfway line again. And I'm pretty sure that Wilson's going to pin Gray back into that left-hand corner and keep them there.
St Andrews made a substitute here for the last 15 minutes of play. Matthew Barlow on for Bame Malesu at tight head. Obviously looking to try and steady the scrum a little bit. Again, St Andrews attacking options either side.
Have loaded the side nearest to us here. Wilson with a couple of strike options inside and outside. They're changing the formation here.
Dankwitz to Rushmere. Early ball out wide to Thompson, who knocks it on.
They're frustrated with that.
Yeah, we're very sort of frustrated. Little overlap there. No need to throw the big skip pass. Bit of a coach killer at this stage of the game.
Again, interesting to see that Grey Flife has positioned himself about more than 10 metres away from the scrum, Jerry. Putting himself under a bit of pressure. Hopefully they'll be having a better shoulder this time.
Yeah, lining up quite deep and wide. So it'll be interesting to see what they look to do. Maybe set a target early and then shift the ball quickly.
Mark. Franks for Mark. Zondani. Chips it ahead. Straight into touch. Oh, comedy of errors here, Gray. Nothing is working for them.
Both sides just lacking a little bit of composure here at the moment. Someone just needs to take the game by the scruff of the neck and just dominate a little passage here in order to make sure that they take their sides home. Good quick line out to Hillary, out the back door to Wilson. Throws the big skip pass out to Thompson, who takes Sondani on. Great defence by the left winger. Danko to the pickup inside to Ford. And he's bundled over the touchline again. Easy turnover conceded.
The ref's got his arm out there. Looks like a penalty. No.
Not sure what the decision is here. I think he's called line out.
And he just broke up a scuffle on the touchline again. And Gray now, I think Coach Miles would hope that the guys hold the ball. Perhaps try to do some phases and get some momentum. No, it is a penalty.
Not sure what that penalty was for, Fenner. But Murray Wilson kicking it into touch sets up a line out for the St Andrews team.
College loving this surfeit of possession. They're enjoying it at the moment. Have another crack here.
Hillary calls another one on himself and they go to the maul. Unfortunately, put in was Skew, just on the outside shoulder. And it'll be a scrum, with Gray's put in.
I reached that point of this half where Gray need to look here. Do they look to seek some territory from this play? Or do they keep it in hand? St Andrews' defence has been very, very good so far. And from Mark waits to feed. Franks. Michal. Wide as Ondani steps again. Mark goes wide to Ludler. Another positive carry. Change of direction. Reppins. Franks. Matluweni. Clean from Griffin. Nokia goes. Mark goes to Turin. Straight, hard, direct route he goes. So it's very, very flat on D here. Franks sees the hole. And he's lost the ball forward.
Out to Rushmere on the turnover. Back inside to Dankwitz. Offload to Fleming. Sets up the ruck. Rushmere to Minaj, who carries strongly into the teeth of the defence. Have to fight hard to get it back, but he does. Hillary. Fleming with the inside ball, knocked on by Wilson again. And Gray got hold of the ball. Good work at the breakdown by Hillary. Denying any advantage there might have been. And the ref brings us back for the scrum to Gray.
And with 8 minutes to go here, St Andrews seem to be in total control, Jerry. Gray have little answer in attack, trying to get it wide. Isn't really working for them.
It's been tough here with Gray. Gone wide off first phase and then lost a little bit of width on attack off the second and third phase coming back. I think they just need to work hard to try and get over the gain line and get a bit of positive momentum going.
Yeah, for sure. I think I could probably come another phase wider to the touchline. Try and stretch St Andrews a little bit more. Scrum's gone down. Refs is to play on. Michal sets the target. For Mark. Franks. Wide skip pass to Tony May with work to do. He beats 2, he beats 3, he beats 4. Throws an offload. Lakin Gray up the middle. Gray still going. And Giovanna still going. And Giovanna. Great passage here. Gray need to keep possession though. Piling into the ruck. Darren for Mark. Lakin Gray again. Mark burrows away at the base of that ruck. Franks. Tony May. Beats another one. Oh, and holding on. Great work, St Andrews College.
Very good work at the breakdown there by Matthew Hillary. St Andrews look to be under real pressure there with Gray having options either side. Hillary making the spot steal. And great work by the lock forward at the breakdown. Murray Wilson gets a chance to relieve the pressure.
That's a lovely kick from Wilson. And back into great territory goes St Andrews.
And with 6 minutes left here on the clock, St Andrews will be just looking to control the watch as it ticks down, moving slowly to their line out, and they'll be just trying to work the ball downfield, keeping the grey side under pressure. A great different option. Off the top to Fleming. Minaj into contact. Something different from forward through the middle. Does well to beat one. Good clean out by Barlow. Minaj with the hands to Moore. Ball to Barrett on the carry. Robert with the ball over the top. Oh, and a loose pass, and it goes. Zondani cleans up.
Doster. Ludler caught way behind the advantage line. Great tackle. No advantage from the referee.
That was a great hit by Braden Barrett.
And the body language of these two teams is starting to tell a tale here. St Andrews with their tails up. Very positive. The Grey Boys are walking slowly back to that scrum. They're going to have to dig deep here in front of their home crowd. This might be a historic moment for St Andrews, a very famous victory. They're getting closer and closer to it. They've not won in this field for many a year, Jerry.
Yeah, certainly the last away victory I can remember from the St Andrews side was in 2010, and that year we played across on the the Pollock field. So
on the Pollock field, yeah.
So I don't know when last we have actually won on the Phillip against Grey.
Wide play here. Oh, and Franks has passed to no one. Mark tidies up. Feeds the ball wide to Nokia. He goes for a gallop. For Mark. Reppins. For Mark. Franks. Lake and Grey has worked hard today. For Mark. Franks. Michal. Oh, another poor pass.
Ball into touch, and St Andrews will have the line out. What's been really impressive in the second half is the line speed from the St Andrews defence. They just keep getting up and making the hits over the gain line, making it very difficult for the Grey side to get any kind of momentum on attack.
It's been a very impressive performance from St Andrews so far. And if I had to put you under pressure, Jerry, who would be your man of the match?
Well, quite a difficult one here early on. Did some good, but I think he's seen some nice touches from Ant Moore. And I think my man of the match should go to Matthew Hillary. He's done some hard work around the field. He's been a general at line-out time. And he's just made sure that there's lots of positives there for the St Andrews team.
While we're talking, Nathan Doster with the turnover. Giovanna with a good carry. Warwick Griffin. And St Andrews man going over his feet too quickly. For Mark Tapson goes. Lake and Grey. Head of steam. Great tackle again from College. For Mark Diggs. Griffin. Throws a pass. Franks. Wide to Smuts. Comes off the touchline. He's working hard to keep possession here. Michal far too upright. Advantage to Grey. For Mark. Ludler. Gets quite long on the recoil. For Mark. Doster. Great clean. For Mark. Franks. Grey. Turin. Matlweni. Zondani. Zondani.
Good work on the scramble defense there by St Andrews. Griffin on the close carry. Good roll forward there.
Grey very close now. Zach Turin goes close. He gets over. Oh, the ref just held up 5 metre scrum. Time running out here, 1.5 minutes to go. Grey with the scrum 5. That's some great defence again here on the try line. Looks like that man, Murray Wilson, getting underneath Zach Turin.
Yeah, Murray Wilson, very tough game last week against Selborne. Didn't have his best outing in a college jersey, but he's really stood up today, physically and as a general behind the pack, and he's done really well.
Okay, I want to score here. They've got to score twice. Frank's a bit closer this time. Piers Marshall when he beats one. Oh, he's close. Despairing tackle. For Mark. Michal in the corner. Game on. 21-24. The conversion is important, but great to see to get back into position and get hands on. Jerry, will the rugby gods have something else in store for us today?
Well, it looks like we're going to have an interesting final 30 seconds here, Fenner. May with a drop kick.
And that's the right decision. You've got to try and score another try here, Gray. 21-24, folks. Tony May, I must say, has really at the conversion sailed wide there. 21-24. Time is up on the stadium clock. Like Gray, we're going to go a long way back up to score again if they want to win this game. Great kick from Wilson.
Matthew Royal with a tackle there.
For Mark. Nokia. He's found a hole. For Mark. Franks. Michal. Stabs it ahead. That's a very silly decision, Mark Michal. And it's in a touch. A famous victory here for St Andrews College. 21-24. History made. And what a game of rugby there, Jerry.
So a wonderful game of rugby, a great finish. Not the greatest decision there, but certainly well deserved in my opinion after that second half performance from the St Andrews College team. And you can see how much it means to the boys out on the field.
Jerry, again, your man of the match.
Man of the match here, Matthew Hillary, the number 5 lock. It's been great in the air and good work on the ground at breakdown.
So there you go, Matt Hillary, our man of the match. Momentous occasion for that young man. Victory away from home as a matric boy against Grey High School. And hopefully we'll show you some highlights in a second or two. Pandemonium here. The college crowd has gone absolutely berserk. St Andrews full value on a day not much went right for Grey High School. Tons of injuries. But 21-24. A very, very tough clash here. Lots of errors. Really, really meant a lot. You can see the boys putting their bodies on the line. And St Andrews with the bragging rights for yet another year. 2 in a row for college over Grey. And rich reward for the coaching staff and the boys. Thank you very much to School Sports Live. Wonderful coverage again this week. Wonderful to bring you this game. And we hope you'll join us next time.